I have it. This I'm going by the law, Your Honor. I'm not just making
No,
up
you're not
anything.
going by the law. You're making up the law as you go along. You're not going to make a mockery of the judicial system, which is what you're attempting to do. You're
Man,
also not going to waste this court's time and resources on cases, on arguments that are invalid. I'm not
but
wasting any more time on it. We are done.
We've got a sovereign citizen in court refusing to pay off a massive credit card debt because he's convinced the rules somehow don't apply to him. This isn't just one hearing either. We're diving into two separate showdowns with this guy, and trust me, it's a roller coaster. The judge? Absolutely relentless. He shuts down every bit of this nonsense, point by point, delivering the reality check this man desperately needs. The arguments? Non-existent. The logic? Nowhere to be found. And the result? Well, let's just say he's digging himself deeper with every word. So, are you buying this guy's story, or is he just making a fool of himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy watching courtroom delusions get dismantled, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Travis, can you turn on your camera and tell me your name?
Chavez Arnold.
There you go. All right. So Mr. Chavez, do you have all of that now?
No, like he said, I didn't. After 10 days, he just said, I mean, I could check my email, but I haven't received anything from him.
Did you receive all the documents you requested?
No.
Mr. Royce, when were they sent?
They were sent all documents except for he had requested internal accounting records of Chase Bank, just generally, not specific. But the Chase Bank record relative to his account statements were provided.
Okay. So, Mr. Chavez, what is the defense on this case? What is your defense?
Well, I needed to see one of the documents. Well, my defense is that, I've been researching the law and, the powers of the banks. And it's more of a accuracy of the actual accounting that I'm trying to make sure and, make sure that everything is accurate. So it's not my intent to not pay anything, but I need to know, based off the accounting that I am paying what I'm supposed to be paying. And based off of what they're saying,
your last payment, back on 5/15/23, you owed $3,398.36. And they're coming for $3,398.36. That was the balance on the card at that time.
Like, that's why I asked questions, Your Honor. You say you gave them 10 days to send it to me. They didn't send it to me. I just got an email this morning.
You're not disputing that you had the card, right?
But that's not the issue at hand, is what I'm saying.
No, it is the issue at hand. The issue at hand is, did you have a credit card? Did you use money on that card? And did you not pay the card off? That's the only question.
Right.
Those are the questions.
Okay, my defense is I am the lender and they borrowed from me.
What did they borrow from you?
My personal security.
I swear, I'm losing brain cells listening to this guy. His big defense. The real issue isn't that he owes the credit card debt. Oh no, it's something else entirely. And then, just when you think it can't get any stranger, he claims the bank is actually borrowing money from him and should be paying him back for personal security. What does that even mean? Did he just spin a legal theory out of a conspiracy subreddit? It's like he Googled how to sound smart in court and clicked the worst link possible. So tell me, does this guy have even a speck of a point here? Or is this just pure nonsense? Let's dive back in.
No, I'm not buying that. No. Listen to me. Listen.
It's not about, I have it. I'm going by the law, Your Honor. I'm not just making up anything.
No, you're not going by the law. You're making up the law as you go along. You took a credit card on. You agreed with that. And then you had a credit card. You used the credit card. You have a balance on the card, and you didn't pay on the card. They don't owe you anything.
So so when I asked for the application, the evidence that opened up the account, because they go by GAAP accounting principles. If my application opened up the account, that means there will be a credit on my account because that's a cash equivalent. That's what the law says.
All right. Yeah, motion for summary disposition. Hearing date will be January 9th to 25th. And the motions to be filed forthwith, and a copy obviously is to be provided to Mr. Chavez. And we'll see you back on January 9th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. for the hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set.
All right, that's the end of the first hearing, and wow, what a train wreck. Let's jump straight into round 2, where the judge completely loses patience with this sovereign citizen. And trust me, you're going to want to see this, because his new excuse is so absurd, it's actually hilarious. And here's the kicker, it's not just one debt. Nope. We're now moving into his second one. So buckle up, because it's about to get even messier.
Back. Do I have Discover Bank still?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Chavez, can you turn on your camera and your microphone, please, sir? All right, we're back on 24010674, the Discover Bank versus Arnold Chavez. All right, and I know that we had a previous court date on this on October 10th, and the default was filed, and then an objection was filed timely on this case. So we're here to set aside the judgment. What's your motion, Mr. Chavez?
Well, that day, Xfinity, I have Xfinity internet, and they was working in my area. And I have proof of. I talked to them in the chat. They confirmed it, and I have they gave me a bill credit for the inconvenience, so that's why I wasn't able to attend because I was having problems with my internet.
All right, and just so you know, Mr. Gopal, we did have notice that he had contacted the court and that he was unable to get on that day.
Oh, he contacted the court on October 10th?
I'm not sure if it was on October 10th, but it was shortly thereafter. If it wasn't October 10th, that he was having internet issues and could not get on. So here's what we're doing. I'm assuming, Mr. Chavez, do you have a defense on this case?
I just want to go through the due process.
Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Arnold indicates that he does not dispute that the card was taken out. The only dispute he appears to have is that a few paragraphs here, he does not agree with the fact that by virtue of defendant's default and breach, the entire balance of the account is now due, and these statements were attached, that the contract and or monthly statements are written instruments, evidence indebtedness with a specified interest rate, and that he disputes whether or not it's an account stated. It clearly is. It's the original creditor. There's no sort of defense regarding assignment on this case. The balance at the time of the complaint was $4,378.29.
Well, I have affidavits that support what I'm saying, but I will want to enter into this as evidence.
The motion for summary disposition is granted sua sponte by this court. There is no valid defense to this claim, and
I couldn't even enter any evidence.
And a judgment in the amount of what is claimed in the complaint, $4,378.29, will be entered by this court, and documents can be submitted for that purpose. And officer, I have a few more documents for that, and we're all set. All right, we're all set. Thank you, Mr.
No words.
Mr. Arnold, I have ruled against you.
I
I
have
am allowed to
evidence.
do so on the court rules. You filed an answer. It's the appropriate response to this. You're not going to make a mockery of the judicial system, which is what you're attempting to do. You're also not going to waste this court's time and resources on cases, on arguments that are invalid. I'm not wasting any more time on it.
I've seen my fair share of sovereign citizens, but this guy takes the cake for throwing out random nonsense just to see if something sticks. Zero respect for the law, constant interruptions, and not a shred of logic anywhere in sight. Honestly, just pay your credit card debt like the rest of us. These sovereign citizens seriously need a crash course in how not to embarrass yourself in court. The judge even called him out for making arguments so far out there they might as well have been from another galaxy. Honestly, if judges just ended these Zoom hearings and made them show up in person, I think half this nonsense would disappear overnight. And I have a gut feeling this isn't the last we'll see of him. There's no way he's paying that much money without another ridiculous excuse lined up. Do you think he actually believes the bank owes him, or is he just grasping at straws? Either way, this was a full-blown circus act from start to finish. And to top it off, it looked like he was calling in from some kind of dungeon. No idea what that was about. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments what you thought about the hearing. Because in my book, this guy's a lost cause. We've got a sovereign citizen in court refusing to pay off a massive credit card debt because he's convinced the rules somehow don't apply to him. This isn't just one hearing either. We're diving into 2 separate showdowns with this guy, and trust me, it's a roller coaster. The judge? Absolutely relentless. He shuts down every bit of this nonsense, point by point, delivering the reality check this man desperately needs. The arguments? Non-existent. The logic? Nowhere to be found. And the result? Well, let's just say he's digging himself deeper with every word. So, are you buying this guy's story, or is he just making a fool of himself?